Now I want to discuss how we are so quick to assume the worst of black people. Now, I'm going to be honest actually, and I'm going to be candid. I just came up with that just now, but it stems from the idea of Atlanta and veneers. Atlanta and veneers. Okay? And hopefully, in me telling this story, I'm gonna find other examples maybe if needed, but hopefully you can get it. So, think, dude, veneers, you know the thing where you get your teeth taken out, you put new shiny plastic ivory teeth, whatever in, and now your teeth are perfect and white and straight for the rest of your life. Okay, and then veneers, pretty popular. They became pretty popular. Then it was pretty. It was. Then we got to a point where it's like, oh, I'm doing a workshop. Come be a veneer tech. Come learn in 2 weeks how to be a veneer tech. Now you have veneers by Ashley, veneers by Mia, veneers by V, you know, teeth by Tina, things like that. You got your IG veneer techs, okay? And then now we're on the internet and we're like, guys, what the hell is wrong with y'all? You cannot be. This is equivalent to back alley dentistry. Why? These people did not go to dentistry school. They are not professionally trained. You cannot learn how to perform such an invasive procedure like this in 2 weeks. This is not safe. And now you using you using Canva templates to promote your veneer business. This, that, the third. Okay? And the conversation on the people that did need to know. They did need to know the dangerous factors that come with altering your teeth in such a permanent and dangerous way by somebody who is not specifically trained. And even those who are doing this, and maybe they really want to help people in their smile, you can go to jail because it is illegal to act like to. I think it was because somebody they read straight from the law book. I think that it's either to do dentistry work or just to promote yourself as a dentist. I feel like it's illegal everywhere to act like you have a medical degree when you do not. Dr. Bob. Was that his name, Dr. Love? There's this. I feel like I'm telling the secrets now, but who cares? There's this little black boy in Florida who was just giving people prescriptions and everything, and he was 14, and which is crazy. And that was illegal. That was illegal. But and I chuckled too. I was like, you guys are crazy. But then this is the thing where you have to question many things. I sat with myself and I asked, okay, I'm thinking about black people, I'm thinking about dentistry. Do you know, guys, do you even know the villainy? The actual evil. Because why is going to the dentist so archaic? Because black people, because they start all this stuff. They start the worst things on black all. So I love. I should have a PhD. I should have a PhD for all that black people, black women have given to the medical community. Y'all are still. I'm so mad. They still use Henrietta Lacks's blood cells. They still they're still in circulation today. To this day. It actually makes my throat sick and it makes me tear up. If you don't know Henrietta Lacks's story, please go look into that. I really, and it's a standard now for science. I remember reading an account of a black biologist, and she was like, is there any other sample that I can use? I don't want to have to use Henrietta Lacks's blood samples, and they were like, that's the standard, that's the procedure. There's there were other options, but because that was the standard, that's what she had to use, and it's sick. I'm sorry. Like, blackness in America is actually quite morbid. Sorry, but still. Okay, think about the evils that dentistry has done to black people. That's what kind of got my gears turning. And then I thinking about blackness and health in general, and you know, not insurance. I feel like, what's the word? What is the word? I'm forgetting the word for the health industry. Yeah, that's actually sick. That is sick industry. Next to the word health. Look at what we've done. Capitalism. You're killing us. Blackness in the health industry, and how black people there are doctors out there that really believe black people have a different pain tolerance. Look at what RFK said the other day. Sorry. I just started thinking about some black people's response to his words. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna get there. But he was like, black people are genetically superior. They don't feel pain or whatever the hell. Yeah, that's actually eugenics. Well, actually, okay. I'm gonna rescind what I just said, because I'm not sure that's the right application of eugenics. At least to me and my understanding, I believe it's in a similar vein, but let me not say explicitly that's eugenics, but it's definitely racist. And, well, actually, because that belief has killed a lot of black people. It has killed a lot of black people. Ooh, there's actually a very, very strong discussion to be had about how, like, I really do wonder, because the environment, what is it? Why am I losing the word? Oh my freaking god. I'm losing the word. It's what Greta Thunberg does. And oh my god, yes. Environmental activism actually has a lot of serious ties to race, because I just wonder how many diseases and illnesses that black people are, statistically more likely to have, like sickle cell, things like that. How many of them are, because, you can get them through genetics. That's how health works. Genetics is a big part of that. But if you're in a bad environment, an unsafe environment where you're contracting diseases and illnesses, then they are probably going to fall through your bloodline. So it's just like, how much of those statistics, yes, are because, like, yes, it's the genetics, but, like, I think what I'm trying to say is, like, the root of that. How much of that root, where it began, where it started, is because of how black people are disproportionately treated everywhere. And, like, is this a butterfly effect of those things? But sorry, to get back to veneers, okay? Is that now I'm thinking, black people, I'm trying to decide if I want to say the word never. Black people frequently are not well treated when it comes to health. They're not made, like, I think about the fatality rate of pregnant black women during labor, because they're not when they say they are in pain, people are not believing them. They're not giving enough pain medicine. There's just so many biases. Biases kill. They kill. That is why you really have to be so vigilant about fighting and questioning yourself all the time, because biases, they kill. They do. But think about that. So now I think about how many black people and people of color don't trust doctors. I'm sorry, but I feel like it's just, I really have to say this. I actually do. Not even just, I'm talking about black people, but people of color, because Fernando Tatis Jr., yes, the crazy bitch is talking about baseball, okay? Fernando Tatis Jr., when he got in trouble for using steroids, and they were like, well, why didn't you just go to the team doctor? Because he was in the Dominican Republic. I think he had gone there, and then he had like some sort of ringworm, and like the ringworm sort of cream, but it had steroids in it, because that's just like the regulations. That's just like who can get them off the shelf. And so the cream had steroids in it, and they're like, well, if he had, why didn't he just go to the team doctor? Probably because he didn't trust. I feel like he even said that his family just don't trust doctors, like, because they don't listen to people of color. But back to black people, because you know it's always gonna be bad for black people. It always gonna be okay. Well, that feels a little black nihilistic. Sorry about that. But still. And so now I go where, because think about what I just said. He trusted whatever it was in the Dominican Republic more than he did their team doctor. So black people probably were inclined to trust other black people. Now let's go into the side of. I don't think I'm done with that, but I can't follow the rest of the line, so I need to get the other half. Let's go into the side of the veneer tech. Do you know how easy it is for black people to go to school? It is so easy for black people to go to school, for black people to go to medical schools, graduate programs. They got all the money for that. Excuse me. It is so easy. I could apply for a PhD at Harvard right now, in the Harvard medical whatever right now. The girl, they would say, come on, we was looking for more of y'all. They would. What I did right there, that is called irony. That was extreme irony, because that's not true. It is so hard, so very hard for black people to have the funds to go to college, to go, and I'm now considering, like, not the geographic as in, like, Atlanta as a place, so I'm gonna say geographic, I guess, but thinking about, okay, let me say location, thinking about the location of Atlanta as somewhere in the South, and, like, it is cop city over there, like, it's so heavily policed, and it's so, there's a big black community, and I love that, but things like that, like, it has got to be tough. It's not easy to be a black person in the South, even though that's where they carried us, that's where they confined us. It's not easy to be a black person in the South, and it's really tough. Okay, wait, I have to say something, maybe there's something here, but there's a thought here. There's a thought in my mind about how, why don't we have this? Because they don't want black people to have it. I need to, because my phone was open, but I just don't feel like typing, like I'm yapping. Ain't nobody got time to type. Ain't nobody got time for that. And so, yeah, it's probably not gonna be the easiest to just become a dentist. It's probably not gonna be the easiest, and because it's like, oh, why are you getting your teeth done in somebody's basement? It's probably not gonna be the easiest to get a building permit. Not gonna be the easiest to get whatever, all the other tools you need and things to be a dentist. I don't know. I'm not in that profession. I don't want to do that. Why would I know? But it's gotta be hard. Like, that just makes it. If it's not, it should be. Girl, it's medics. This is teeth. And for black people, if it's not hard at all, it's gonna be hard for black people. If it's not hard regularly, it's gonna be hard for black people, actually. That's the right way to phrase it. And so now I just sit and I look at this scenario and I say, okay, yes, we were laughing, but now that I've sat on it and I really deeped it, what my heart wanted is, okay, there's an interest of black people who want to do dentistry work. Let's try to get them there. Let's foster that and say, let's give it a couple years before you open up the business. Okay? Because I wasn't done. I wasn't done. I wasn't done. Oh my god, I wasn't done. I wasn't done. I almost forgot. I almost forgot one of the most important part. Teeth. Teeth. What I relax. Oh my gosh. Sorry, 20%. I really looked this up and I forget the answer, so I'm actually gonna look it up again. But teeth are racial. Teeth, because first, let's even start with thinking about if you have bad teeth, you know, people, first of all, you probably don't have time to go to, ooh, ooh, oh my god. First of all, why teeth have to be sparkly, clean, shiny, white? I know that's the regular sign of good health, but you just gotta question everything. You know, why is white gotta be good? But teeth is a sign of class, because if you have nice, good teeth, not only you have the time to wake up every morning, the energy, the time, the mobility, the like all of that to get up, brush your teeth every day, maybe even every night, right? But also, you can afford to upkeep your teeth. You can afford toothpaste, toothbrush, mouthwash, dentist, whitening strips, things like, not saying that if you have good teeth, you're putting in, you're doing everything for your teeth, but to have good teeth, you have to put in some iota of work. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay? And oh, sorry, I got scared. Okay, I'm gonna pause really quick just to find my search. And so, yes, there's a factor of, oh, like, I just want to smile nice, I just want to look nice, which is true, but let's think deeper. There's a performance. There's a performance of there's a performance of wealth, I guess, of wealth and health that comes with having good teeth. And I'm not saying that if you have nice teeth, you're a villain. That's just the way it is. Oh, look, teeth and white supremacy, straight teeth, white supremacy, because that's another thing. Having straight teeth. I think, you know what I think it was? Is that I also saw somebody who was like, I was at the dentist and I was like under anesthesia, and they had shaved off the canines of this person's teeth. They're like, I made your teeth better. Why did I look up monkey teeth x-ray after that? What is it? What is it that I saw? What is it that is it something about animalistic? Ooh, girl, let's not touch phenology. Let's not touch phenology. We don't want to go there. But yeah, social prerogative. Okay, let me look this up. This is PubMed. This is by Abeer Khalid, like, because I'm 18, I sold for my parents. Abeer Khalid, straight white teeth as a social prerogative. And I'm reading the abstract right now. Senior feature, not to make societies, self-image, body, constant. Get the sociology of the body. Well, yeah, guys, there are thought leaders out here. This, I could cry how smart I am. Abeer writes, or I should say, Khalid Khalid. Wait, I'm gonna say Abeer because I can't think of any way to mispronounce that, but that could also be my limited understanding of pronunciations. That's my favorite thing to do at work. I love to ask people how to pronounce their name. Wait, there's something to be written. There's something to be thought of here about name pronunciations. But let me pause on that real quick. Because, this for later. But because now I have an expanded understanding of pronunciations. Like, I never knew that I could read those letters that way, and now I know. And also now I said your name right, and I just feel like that's really nice. But they're right. Oh wait, I lost it. Oh, straight white teeth contribute. Wait, well, illustrate how straight white teeth contribute towards reinforcing class differences and how society exercises a disciplinary power on individuals through this ideal. It is concluded that modified teeth are linked to self and identity that are rooted in social structure. Moreover, teeth demonstrate the ways in which class differences are embodied and projected as symbols of social advantage or disadvantage. Implications on professional, public health, sociological, and political levels are considered. Woo! Let me tell you something. That's something I want to read. How long is it actually? Full text links? Oh my god, this is so cute. This is like, it's like 10 pages, I think. Oh, well, so technically 14. Is this the whole thing? Oh, I'm gassed. Oh, I'm gassed. That's a cute little scroll. Ah! Okay. If I can remember, I'll link it below. But now that I've thought, and I put all things together, because I mean, the T thing is by itself, but connecting it back to Black people, like just presentation, and I feel like there's only so much, like, because you know, whiteness, blackness, they're separate axes. So if you are like so visibly black, there's not much space you can bridge between your proximity to whiteness. Like, even if you get here, it's not worth it to really try to run away. Which, actually, let me save that discussion. But in terms of class, in terms of presentation, in terms of how you're viewed by other people, something like nice shiny teeth. You know, that little boy, I mean, it has nothing to do with Fairly Odd Parents, but because my shiny teeth in me. Because I'm going to say, I don't know why I just thought of that teeth boy, but my shiny teeth in me. That's why, okay. And so, it's that sort of thing. So, now, and also, actually, because I was just about to drop that point, because you have to think about the teeth that you start with. And so if you're in a position, I can't believe I was about to drop that, because veneers are freaking permanent, man. They're freaking permanent. So if you are already in a position where you don't have the time to do all those things that I explained earlier, not only do your teeth probably not naturally look the greatest, the shiniest, the straightest, the prettiest and everything, but if you want to get there, do you know how much if you're like now at a point where you're like doing better, and you finally have the time to do all these things, to get your teeth straight, pristine, white, shiny is so much money, so much work, and so far along. To just remove those old ones, slap on something new and good, and not barely have to think about those teeth again, because I feel like big thing with veneers is that people don't recognize the upkeep, especially if they're not done well. That upkeep has got to be insane. But I thought that I was saying people don't recognize the upkeep as in they don't know how much they have to do it, but they don't. I confuse myself. But yeah. So you're probably thinking, I've got teeth for the rest of my life. Don't have to worry about this. Don't have to go to the dentist again. Don't have to do this. Don't have to do that. I'm good. Like, now that I've put these things together, that aspect of teeth and all that I just said, the aspect of not being able to go to dentistry school as easily, of seeing, this profession that you want to do, or seeing somewhere where you can help people in your life, and something, right? And the aspect of not trusting doctors in the healthcare system. I think healthcare was, but it's the same difference. The word I was thinking earlier, I said health industry. Care also would have helped my mind, but yeah. Now that you've put those ideas together, Atlanta veneer techs begin to make a little bit more sense. There's a reason for everything. I really hope that I really hope that if you were not thinking about it this way before, that you think about it now, because there's so much loaded in this one thing. That's the way that the world is. There's so much loaded in these one things, and I could even added more, and maybe let's see, maybe I could see like how many black women are getting veneers compared to black men, or how many black women are veneer techs compared to black men. Like, where's this? Because do you know how much you can grasp with this small scenario, this small piece in Atlanta veneer tech? That is so specific. I mean, like, I feel like the Atlanta would be more specific if I knew more about the place and the location. Like, obviously, I'm just sitting here saying, like, it's hard to be a black person in the South. It's hard to be, So, maybe I feel like I'm saying this because I feel like I'm doing a disservice to bring up the Atlanta piece if I couldn't provide more about Atlanta. That's my shortcoming. And so, now I got a blind spot. I should look into that. I should find out more. Actually, I'm going to be visiting Atlanta again this May, I believe, for convention. But at the very least, black people, veneer technicians. Okay? See how much I've picked up from just this one thing. And many people online, I was like, guys, this is crazy. Like, no way I was in that boat too. Okay? But it's actually, I'm saying, okay, not to just, actually to my thought, because I was going to be like, I wasn't in that boat for too long, but it doesn't even matter, because I did chuckle at their expense. That wasn't right of me, and it doesn't matter how long I did it, because I still did it. Okay? Everybody, including myself, were so quick to just point and laugh and say, y'all's teeth is gonna be fucked up. You're done. You don't get this. You don't get this. Instead of really sitting with the scenario and saying, why is there so much weight into teeth where people are willing to take this risk? Why are people so open to taking these 2-week courses? Why is this 2-week course an easier access than proper schooling? Why, there's such a quickness to, and I don't know how far this reached into non-black spaces, so if you're non-black and you were laughing, you're more, well, actually everybody is inclined to point and laugh at blackness. That's the way the world is manufactured. They want you to do that. So fine, I won't be mad at you, because because I'm mad at everybody. I'm mad at myself. So yeah, but, and I said at the beginning, I was like, maybe I'll find another example, but I feel like that was so good. I not to toot my own horn and pat myself on the back at the same time, but no, yeah. And so this is just one scenario. I hope that you can take this train of thought and this sort of questioning into other aspects of your life. And again, that's something with everything, with most things being rooted in anti-blackness. If you can question things and how they connect to anti-blackness, you can question how they connect to a multitude of other aspects as well. So if something is fishy and I'm finding it hard to phrase this because I don't have a direct example, but I guess with the big blue Latina thing I said earlier, because yeah, because I'm confused about referencing it, because that I brought it up specifically with that in mind. I didn't have a black reference. I did say maybe in 2020, I could probably think of something. And I'm sure that there is examples, but yeah, it can just help you connect to other things and say like that. You see what I'm saying? So hopefully now you have, I feel like this train of thought also helps a little bit with the empathy, because it can help think up a couple more solutions as to like, I see where we're trying to go, let's get there a different way. And also it forces you to think entirely in the full context of things that people may not even bring up or realize or imagine. So yeah, this is like, I really, really hope that you picked up on this. Bye bye.